Okay, let's take some calculations on regression analysis here. This is question 1. Okay, let's understand the question first before we solve this question here. They say, given the model y equal to beta naught plus beta 1s plus e. So this equation here is equation of regression. Whenever I see beta 1, beta 2, it relates with regression analysis. Please take note, okay? This equation is a regression analysis. Of course, they change the pattern here. Beta naught is here. The coefficient of s, which is the independent variable, is always the slope, which is beta 1, okay? While this e here is to be error, if you're asked to calculate error, okay? While this one is what? Dependent letter or respond variable. Either dependent variable or respond variable. Y is independent. Please try to know their variable. This y here is said to be dependent variable or respond variable. Okay, this beta naught here is said to be beta naught, and beta 1 is said to be regression coefficients, okay, or regression parameters. Okay, while the s here is said to be the independent variable or the explanatory variable, while the e here is said to be error, that is disturbance error or random error. You can either call it disturbance error or random error. Please take note. Okay, now they said given the model y equal to beta naught plus beta 1s plus e and data set below, answer questions 24 and 25. So we are given 25 as estimate beta naught. Plus, for us to estimate beta naught, we have to use estimation equation. For us to find beta naught, we have to use estimation equation. Okay, now we said that the estimation equation here, class, is said to be this. This is the formula for estimation equation. Okay, let's solve this first. Solution. So estimation equation is said to be y bar is equal to beta 1 hat s bar plus beta naught hat. Okay, so that is for this. Okay, now let's try to know our y bar. So the y bar is to plus everything, is to find the mean. Y bar is the mean of y, so I have to plus everything divided by the frequency. That is y bar is equal to, let's plus up everything here, plus. So this is going to be 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 over, now how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 5. Okay, so let's calculate. You have to plus, that is 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. Okay, it's 35. 35 divided by 5, we have this to be 7. Be 7. So let's find, class, let's find the s bar. That is, we have to plus everything. That's s bar will be equal to, plus up everything on s. That is 8 plus 13 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 divide by 5. So now let's do that, please. So class, this is 8 plus 13 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11. So we have 51. 51 divided by 5, we have 10.2. So we have calculated for y bar, we have calculated for s bar. So remember that between this equation here, in this equation here, in this equation here, it's very possible for us to calculate for y bar, s bar, and beta 1 hat. So now let's calculate for beta 1 hat. To calculate for beta 1 hat, we have to use the formula, and we know that the formula is said to be n sum of sy minus sum of s sum of y over n sum of s squared minus sum of s all square. So from that formula, that means we need to sketch, that is, we need to have or create a new table. We need to recreate a new table. Okay, we need to recreate a new table to have our sy. When we sum sy, we have sum of sy. Okay, and also have s square. When we sum s square, we have sum of s square. Okay, so now let's try to get a new table here in order to calculate our beta 1 hat. Okay, okay, now remember, sorry, okay, now remember this formula that beta 1, from what I told us here, hat is said to be n sum of sy minus sum of s sum of y over n sum of s all square minus sum of s all square. Okay, now this is for my beta 1 hats. Please take notes. Beta 1 hats. Okay, now let's try to recreate the table here to get the available parameters here. So recreating the table here, we have our s, we have our, let me just have it make it to be clear. Okay, I'm sorry for the distance. That this is our s, this is our y. So our s is said to be 2, these are 5, this is our 8, this is our 9, this is our 10. Sorry for this. Okay, now let's get our 8y here. Sorry, sorry, I made a mistake here. Sorry for this. Okay, so s is supposed to be 8 from the equation 13, 9, 10 and 11. These are s, 8, 13, 9, 10 and 11. Y is said to be 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this statement. So now let's have our sy. Our sy is said to be s times y. So now let's multiply. 8 times 3, we have 24. Okay, the next is 13. Sorry, 13 times 5 is said to be 65.
All the scholarship opportunity.
9 times 8 is said to be 72. 10 times 9 is said to be 90. 11 times 10 is said to be 110. Okay, now let's have our s square. That means everything about s will be squared. Sorry for this. Let's have our s square. Okay, so square all the values of s. That means 8 all square will give us 64. 13 all square will give us, that is 13 times 13 is what? 169. Okay, 9 all square give us 81. 81. 10 all square give us 100. 11 all square give us 121. Okay, let's confirm. 11 all square, that's 11 times 11. 121. Okay, so we have gotten S, the total of S. We have gotten S. That means you can add total S to have sum of S. We have gotten Y. You can add total Y to get sum of Y. We have gotten SY to total that will get sum of SY. We have gotten S squared, total that we have sum of S squared. So now sum of S, let's have sum of S class. Sum of S is said to be equal to here. Let's just to play everything here. So I have this to be 8 plus 13 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11. So I have this to be 51. I have 51. I have this to be 51. Okay, that is 51. Just sorry. I have this to be 51. Okay, now let's get sum of Y. The sum of Y here plus, you have to total everything there. That's 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. Okay, 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. So we have 35. We have 35. Sorry for this. We have 35. Okay, now let's get sum of SY. So sum of SY here, let's plus up the values. That is 24 plus 65 plus 72 plus 90 plus 110 plus, okay, that is 10 is the last one here. Sorry, that is 24 plus 64. This 64 is not 64, 65 plus 72 plus 90 plus 110. We have this to be 361. That is 361. Please take note. So now let's have sum of S squared. Please take note. Sum of S squared. Sum of S squared is said to be sum of S squared. Let's plus it up. 64 plus 169 plus 81 plus 100 plus 121. We have this to be 535. Let's take it. So we have gotten sum of S, sum of Y, and then sum of SY and sum of S squared. So it's not left for us to replace the values in our formula. So now let's replace the values in the formula there. Okay, before then here, let's just try to write down the values. Just write down the values, please. So class, let's solve for beta 1 bar. Let's solve for beta 1 bar. Okay, let's solve for beta 1 bar. Okay, and before we solve for beta 1 bar here, let's write down the parameters here. That is the S bar So that we won't forget here, the S bar is said to be 10.2. That is 10.2. The Y bar is said to, don't forget these values, it's said to be 7. Okay, it's said to be 7. Okay, now we cannot clean this part here. Let's just clean the board here. Okay, so we have to solve for beta 1 hat, that is the estimation parameter or estimation coefficient. Okay, now after solving for beta 1, easily find beta naught also from that estimation equation. So now let's replace the value here. So the formula for beta 1 hat is said to be n sum of sy minus sum of s sum of y over n sum of s square minus sum of s all square. So we all know that beta 1 hat, we all know that n is said to be the number of s. So let's count how many there. We have that to be 5, I think so. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now let's try to replace that. That's m is said to be equal to 5. So this should be 5 into sum of sy. Sum of sy is said to be 361. That is 361 minus sum of s here is said to be, let's be careful, sum of s here is said to be 51. So we place this to be 51. Sum of y is said to be 35. That is 35 over m into sum of s square is said to be 535. Mistake note minus remember sum of s is said to be 51. You square that to be sum of s all square, 51 all square. So plus, let's have the value here. That is beta 1 hat only. Beta 1 hat only will be 5 times 361. That is 1805 minus 51 times 35. That is 1785 over, okay, that is 5 times 535. That is 2 6. That is 2675 minus 51 all squared. 51 all squared means 51 times 51. That is 2601. Okay, so divide it, so subtract and divide. That is 1805 minus 1785. All right, we have 20 at the numerator. 20 at the numerator. Okay, we have 20 divided by, let's subtract the denominator part. 2675 minus 2601. We have this to be 74. So that means 20 divided by 74. 20 divided by 74. 0.270. So we have this to be 0.270. So our beta 1 hat is going to be 0.270. 270. Okay. Okay, now let's try to, we have calculated for beta 1 hat. Okay, now let's calculate for beta naught from the estimation parameter. Remember, beta 1 hat and beta naught hat can be calculated from that estimation parameter. Okay, since y bar is given, s bar is given, and beta 1 hat is given, so it's very easier for us to find beta naught bar by making that the sort of formula from estimation equation. So let's try to make beta naught bar the subject of formula from estimation equation. Okay, let's do that, please. Okay, now making that the subject of formula here, that means we have this to be, let me just clean the board, please. Okay, let me just clean the board. Okay, so from this equation here, that y bar is equal to beta 1 hat s bar plus beta naught hat. Let's replace our values. Okay, just be very careful. Our beta 1 hat is said to be 7, is equal to beta naught is said to be 0.270. Our s bar is said to be 10. That is 10.0. Please take note. 10.0 plus beta naught. So our intention here, class, is to make beta naught the subject of formula. Our intention here is to make beta naught the subject of formula. So now let's make beta naught the subject of formula here. So let's calculate first. This will be 7 is equal to 10.2 times 0.270. 10.2 times 0.270. We have this to be 2.754 plus beta naught. So let's make beta naught the subject. So our beta naught, by taking likeness hat, please don't forget this, please, hat. Okay, our beta naught hat is said to be 2.0, making beta naught hat the subject. That is 2.754 minus 7. So I'm going to have that to be 2.754 minus 7. My answer is going to be 4 minus 4.246. So this is our beta naught. But remember, in the question there, we are not asked to find beta naught hat and beta 1 hat. We are asked to find beta 1 and beta naught. So what is the relationship between beta 1 and beta 1 hat? And again, what is the relationship between beta naught and beta naught hat? So now let's try to know the linear relationship between beta naught and beta naught hat, and also the linear relationship between beta 1 and beta 1 hat. Okay, now the relationship between beta naught hat and beta naught is equal to, they are equal, that is beta naught hat is equal to beta naught, and again beta 1 hat is equal to beta 1. So when you are solving this in OBJ, if you have the formula, if you have the value of beta 1 hat, that means it's the same as beta 1. If you have the value for beta naught hat, is the same as what? Beta naught. Please take note. So our beta naught hat is said to be 0.27. So our beta 1 here is said to be 0.270. Okay. So from the first option there, the option is said to be option B. Alright. Now let's try to solve the next one here. Would they say to be 25? 25, they said 25. That is question 25. We are asked to estimate. Question 25. Estimate. Okay. Estimate. Okay, this is not the option. This is not for this. The option is not there, so you can just write, in a case like this, you can just write the value. Maybe you can just put E. In a case like this, put E 0.270 and mark the option there. Okay, so the next option here, I will tell us the reason for that. Okay, the next question here is estimate beta 1. So this is beta. We are asked to find 24. We are asked to find beta naught and beta naught. Sorry. Question 20. Question 24. We are asked to find 24. We are asked to find. I'm sorry for this, please. 24. We are asked to find estimate beta naught. I think so. I'll say that beta naught. Remember, you said that beta naught hat is the same as beta naught, and the value here is said to be for beta naught. We have that to be 4 point. I think so. We have that to be, what is our value for beta naught? That is minus 4.246. That is minus 4 point. That is beta naught minus 4.246 minus 4.246. Okay, so since the option is not here, you can just put E minus 4.246 and tick this in the option there. Okay, now for 24 here, okay, for 25, sorry, they said estimate beta 1, and the options here are 4.983, B 5.673, C 4.783, D 4.246. Okay, now for beta 1, please don't mistake beta 1 with beta naught. Okay, for beta 1, the option is not here for beta 1. Okay, the option is not here for beta 1. So remember, for beta 1, our answer is, this is our answer for beta 1. This is our answer, that is 0.270. So you have to put here E. The best option for this is to be 0.270 for beta 1, and you tick the option here. Okay, so this is how we solve any question, any OBJ question that the answer is not there, that is not electronics question. Okay, since you are not writing this as CBT, you can easily identify the answer. Okay, to enable the marker to know that, okay, the option are not here, okay, or the option is not there. Okay, so please, all you just have to do here, click the subscribe button to get more of this video. Okay, to get the full video of this. Okay, thank you so much.